Never say, I don't have the money. Never say, I don't have the money. That's your affirmation. You probably say it a lot. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. People say, do you want to do this? I don't really have the money right now. And then what happens in the morning? Listen to Master Sri Akarshana. I am rich. I am abundant. No. You're too much conflict. Absolute alignment. So let's say Priti right now has a real estate deal. Okay? It is worth £1 million. Okay? Is that expensive, yes or no? Yes. Those of you who said yes, slap yourself on this side, slap yourself on that side, give yourself an awakening. Repeat after me. Nothing is expensive. Come from wealthy mindset, abundant mindset. Nothing is expensive. You haven't even heard the, hey, if £1 million property generates 100K a month for you, that is cheap. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not expensive, right? So we need to think, what is the reward before we label anything expensive? Nothing is expensive, right? In fact, in my vocabulary, we totally delete that word. It's not in the dictionary in what we do. We never say expensive. Because why? You are saying at the same time, what are you saying? I am abundance. Is it expensive? Yes. No expensive. Delete. Delete from your vocabulary. Brain, delete. Press the delete button. Press delete, delete. Imagine if you had zero in your bank account. Imagine if you have zero in your bank account, okay? Think. Imagine if you have zero in your bank account. And today, I say, hey, there's an opportunity. It's £5,000. Now think. Think of how you're going to find the £5,000. Where are you going to find it? Where are you going to find it? Think. Just think who you're going to go approach, what you're going to approach, where you're going to go. Imagine it's £5,000 for a Forex trading course, for example, that can help you, teach you to make money, right, for example. Okay? So, £5,000. Think for yourself. Who would you approach? Where would you go to find this £5,000? Okay? Now, stop that a second. I want you guys to think. How many naturally, normally, if it was £5,000 and you had zero in an account, you would immediately say, I don't have the money to do it? Just be honest here. Okay? Slap on this side. Slap on this side. Okay. Say never again. Never again. Okay? All right. Never say I don't have the money. Never say I don't have the money. That's your affirmation. You probably say it a lot. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. People say, do you want to do this? I don't really have the money right now. And then what happens in the morning? Listen to Master Sri Akarshana. I am rich. I am abundant. No. You're too much conflict. Absolute alignment. Okay? So from now on, okay, if you, in the moment you are saying, I don't have the money, what do you say? You say, instead, ask the question. With questions comes answers. You say, how do I find the money? Change that to, how do I find the money? We're going to do a quick reframing here. I say, I don't have the money. You say? I don't have the money. From now on, this will be your immediate response. Your immediate response. The mind is very powerful. When it asks questions, it can find answers. Okay? Now, let me ask you a question, right? So let's say, for example, this a magic Forex trading thing was £5,000. It can teach you to make money. You really wanted it. Now you're trying to look for the money. You're on zero balance. Okay? How many of you in your head, you have an idea of where you're going to get the money from already? Just raise your hand. Okay. How many of you struggled a little bit? Thank you for your honesty. Now, I can help all of you who struggled a little bit to immediately find a response. Okay? Imagine, I'm going to add one extra thing for you. Right? Imagine there is a time bomb strapped to your body. It will explode in 7 days if you don't find the 5,000. Now think, and write inside your notepad where you're going to find the 5,000. I don't believe you'll be writing, I'm going to wait for the time bomb. Right? You won't. Right? Now answer the question. Where would you find the 5,000? Where, who you're going to approach, where, what you're going to do, how. What you're going to sell, what you're going to borrow, which bank you're going to go to, what, okay? How many of you before couldn't find the money, now you have something written down? How many of you couldn't find them? Okay, a lot of you. That's good, right? That's good. Now that's magic, is it not? Because like 1 minute ago, you couldn't find the money. Now, wow, Master Sri Akarshana is good at this. 1 minute, he made me find the money, right? So, look, this is because and I want you to write this down, there's never the lack of money, only ever the lack of desire. It's never the lack of money, it's only ever the lack of desire. Let me tell you something, I realized this so much in this personal development industry. I realized this so much. You see, Tony Robbins would sell one of his UPW tickets at maybe like 600, 700 pounds or something like that, right? One ticket, 600, 700 pounds for a 3-day life-changing event. People think it's a lot of money. But the funny thing is this, Beyonce concert, credit card. It's funny, isn't it, how our society has been conditioned to find so much pleasure in these desirable entertainment stuff, play stuff, spending. Our conditioning has been on spending, not on investing. How many of you ever swiped your credit card on, I don't know, like a new iPhone or new laptop or something like that? Just something that's, how many of you just swiped something for something pleasurable before, like a holiday or something like that, right? You swiped your credit card, in debt. You get in debt for that easy. Why? You've been conditioned that way. You not even think twice. Yeah, okay, I've got a credit card, let's go on holiday. Oh, credit card, get the new iPhone, right? Because your desire has been geared that way. Today, you should switch your desire. Your desirable should not be on spending. Your desirable should be on investing, because that is your prison break. That's your freedom. That's your pass card for freedom. Your desirable should be investing. What does investing mean? Well, it's very simple. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that's what they say. They say there's good debt, there's bad debt. What is good debt? When you're investing in something that appreciates assets. So if you're swiping cards for assets, go for it. But if you're swiping cards for liabilities, which is what the majority of the consumer market is conditioned to do, right? You ever see these things? Okay, £2,000 sofa, 0% finance over how many months? Get you straight into debt again. You see these all day long on TV, everywhere. It's always like that. Everything's to get you into debt. Do you get what I'm saying? But not good debt. Today, you learn actually one of the hacks is getting into good debt. Because if you don't have the money, you find the money. If you don't have the money, If you don't have the money, If you don't have the money, you find the money.